the Aston Villa preview, a game that kicks off on my 40th birthday, the 26th of January. I'll be celebrating my 40th birthday. And I would love nothing more than West Ham to win the game and really make my birthday a good one. But usually, this is when the second round of the FA Cup is, and I've seen West Ham go out so many times on my birthday. We're out of the FA Cup and we're playing the team that knocked us out of the FA Cup. It's a bit ironic there. My 16th birthday, many moons ago, was one of the best days of my life as a West Ham fan. That was when Paolo Di Canio scored Old Trafford, and that was a great birthday. But there ain't many times on my birthday that West Ham win, and it's a good one to remember. We are playing Aston Villa, the Champions League team. Lost to Monaco last night, and it's just dented their hopes a little bit. They're going to the playoff, but probably might end up in the playoff now, which makes it a little bit harder for them. But listen, they're still having a fantastic season. In terms of the league, guys, where they are. They're in 8th from 36 points, 22 played, 10 won, 6 drawn, 6 lost. They're a great team. They're a good team. And the fact that they are 8th and they're balancing Premier League and the Champions League, you have to give them a lot of credit for that. You do. And Unai Emery has done a fantastic job. I like their midfield. I like their attacking options. I like their defence, their goalkeepers, just an absolute nightmare, but one of the best in the world. They're a great side. They're a great side. Let's just have a look at their last few games. Like I say, last night lost to Monaco. Before that, a great 2-2 draw against Arsenal, which I absolutely loved because I hate Arsenal. The fact that they was 2-0 down, Aston Villa came back to 2-2, and the fact that a goal was disallowed for Arsenal as well in the last few minutes, just beautiful. And it puts the, when West Ham lose, if Arsenal lose as well, or draw, or drop points, it just softens the blow a little bit when West Ham, don't quite get what they get. Because I bloody hate Arsenal. So thank you, Aston Villa, for doing that last week. I don't want you to do that to us this week, but I thank you for what you did last week. Before that, a 1-0 win against Villa. Before that, obviously, our game against them, the 2-1 FA Cup game. That was a close game. We played well, but for the injuries of Fulkrug and Somerville, maybe that could have been a different game. They changed it up. We couldn't change it up because we literally had nothing left attacking-wise. We became easier to mark, slightly easier to play against. And, that is the problem at the moment. West Ham haven't got that array of attacking talent that can make defenders think. When it was Somerville, Fulkrug, Kudus, Paquetá all on the pitch, it's very hard to, block people off. But when, at the weekend, when it was Kudus, 3 Crystal Palace players around him, and it became a really easy game for their defenders. And that's, we need Jimmy back. I don't know whether Jimmy's back or not. Obviously, there'll be a press conference probably tomorrow from Potter. I've gone a little bit early with my preview, but I haven't got much time this weekend. Sunday's my birthday, Saturday I'm out, Friday I'm out. This is the only time I've had to do the preview. So yeah, last few times we played them, like I said, the FA Cup game. Before that was another 2-1 loss at the London Stadium earlier in the season, back in August. 1-1 before that. The last time we played them at their ground was a 4-1 loss. And the last time we beat them at their ground was at the 28th of August, 2022, a 1-0 win for West Ham. Goal from the man, Mr. Pablo Fornells, how greatly missed he is, Looking at their strengths, guys, attacking set pieces, attack down the wings, coming from losing behind, defending set pieces, stealing the ball. Weaknesses is aerial duels and individual errors. They attempt the through ball a lot, attack through the middle, very good at short passing. Opponents like to play aggressive against them, and they usually play the offside trap. Bear with me, guys, just while I get what they usually line up in. So he usually lines up with the 4-2-3-1 formation with Emi Martinez in goal, Matty Cash, Konsa, Torres and Luca Digny in at the left back. Kamara Tillemans in the base of the midfield. Leon Bailey, Morgan Rogers, fantastic player. Jacob Ramsey, Ollie Watkins up front. Duran is back for this game. which is ironic, after the long ban. Of course, he's going to be back against West Ham when we bid for him this week. By all accounts, he's quite angry at West Ham, the way it played out in the summer. And, has even said probably if a bid was even accepted, he probably wouldn't come. Get your money on him. Get if you've got a spare fiver, tenner, laying about. Yeah, Torres is injured, mate. You're right. I just, but saying what they've usually planned, then I was going to go into that. But thank you for putting that out down. Duran, like I say, if you've got a spare fiver, spare tenner around, bosh, you're going to make money this weekend. The man will score against us. But yeah, Torres is injured for them, like you say. So there is a couple of issues at centre-back for them. That has been an issue all season. Will they be tired from the Monaco game, knowing that they've got another big Champions League game coming up again? Who knows? It might be a good time to plan. It might be a good time. But I'm very sceptical of where we are at the moment. And then it's nothing to do with Graham Potter. I slightly listen, Graham Potter had no choice to a certain extent with the lineup against Palace. But he can't play that lineup again if the only players available is that. He will have to try and tweak something to give us some sort of attacking threat. Who knows whether Somerville's back. If Jimmy's back, obviously he probably won't start, but he'll be there to come on, and get himself back into the game. We need that balance, the left and right speed and pace. Because we can get Villa. We showed it in the FA Cup game. We can get at the team. We pressed quite well in that game up until the injuries. I really want to see Ollie Scholes start. I think he's done enough. I do. Obviously, a man of the match performance in the FA Cup game against Villa a couple of weeks ago. And when he came on against Palace, he was trying, and he's a West Ham fan. If there's anything with the kids, they give you legs. And if they're West Ham fans like Alford is, Scholes is, and if Potsy does come back, he's a big West Ham fan as well. You get that, that feeling and that rapport with the fans. Like, as much as, the Palace game was awful, bringing on them kids and seeing them play just, again, took that little bit of pain away from the result. Because, like I say, we should get enough points to stay up quite fairly comfortably. Use this as the pre-season, use this as kids coming through, getting them ready for next season, getting them right up to speed, giving them plenty of minutes, and know whether they're ready or not, Obviously, Mavropanos is suspended, I believe, for this game. So Kilman is the only fit centre-back, unless he's going to put Callum Casey in now, which maybe he will. But then if he puts Casey in, would you start Scholes or would you start Emerson? That's a balancing act. Wan-Bissaka will play. Soler has to start, I think, because Soler was a real positive against Fulham. I think he's a bit more trickier. He's got got a nice pass in him. Obviously, Paquetá will play. And then you probably go Souček and Alvarez. I don't think Rodriguez should really play for West Ham anymore. I just don't think he's up to speed. I don't think he works in the Premier League for me. Fabianski will be in goal. Kudus. And that's it, really. That is it. That is all we've got at the minute. It's going to be a tough game. It is, even though they've played Champions League last night, I still think they'll have enough to beat us. I've just because of Duran, Watkins, Morgan, top players. But yeah, I expected a player to be in this week as well to give him some options, just something, whether it was a striker, whether it was an attacking midfielder like this Banzuzi guy. If you've seen some clips of him, big physical, Mo Diarmi vibes about him. But no, nothing. And I don't think anyone will sign for Villa now. We'll be looking at the next game now, which is, unfortunate as well. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go a 2-1 loss. I think we might get a goal, but I just think they'll have a bit too much. And I think they have a 1-0 head start with Duran as well. And I would expect him to score again after that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. I'll be back if I can, straight after the game. Obviously, like I say, it is my 40th birthday on Sunday, so I don't know where I'm watching the game and what I'm doing straight after on Sunday evening. But if not, I'll be back on Monday morning with the review. Yeah. Until next time, guys. Have a really good weekend. I know I will for my 40th birthday. You guys have one as well. Come on, you Irons. Come on. Prove me wrong. Go and beat Villa. Let's go.